situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set! Black Ultra. Set.
Throwing first play is Ritter. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready?
From the 29, here's second down at 5.
Set, cut.
Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Drill green. Cut, cut.
Ritter to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter headed right off the option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Desmond Ritter, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 66 yards. And runs like that with explosiveness. That's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
2nd and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Here's Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well,
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's now 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
Let's go. 10 cycles. Set up.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
and anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott. Caught right side, Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ritter back to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Ritter going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
6, mega. Ready.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a run with McBride. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're numb to plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
10. Set. Go.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a scratch out only about a yard after the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
Cluster. 6. Slide 2. Right. White. Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trouble, 38. Set.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Here we go. 22 needle. Set.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Ritter will set up to throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Ritter now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On the ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready, ready.
Ritter.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Ready, play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Fury, yellow. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
25-yard line.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Red, yellow. Claws red. Set, go.
Going play action. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the double. 52 blaster. Fight, 97. Ready?
First down. Here's Ritter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Field, black. Hut.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Giants!
Kyle Pitts.
42 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Score Giants 26. Seahawks 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Kill. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some space here. Across midfield.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready.
Ritter headed right off the option, and he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have... Yeah, the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here we go, 47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Giants take over first and
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Close check. Hut.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Hurry, hurry. Set.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Set. Hut.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's McBride. And some room to work. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A run here with McBride. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. It's McBride, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, here's McBride. And he'll go down at the 28.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 5. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10.
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about